Rated M for mature.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Ah, spoiler alert.
Hey there, Artie!
And gas.
Welcome back, everybody, to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. So, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas over here, and we're continuing with Case 4, the Cosmic Turnabout. We are on the trial day 2. It looks like things are about to start getting interesting.
Trial period.
Let's go.
Woo! It has been a minute since we have recorded.
You love the trial periods. They're your favorite part.
Are they?
No.
They are not. That's what I was about to say.
December
20th.
10:15 a.m. It's the district courtroom number 5. Oh, we're no talking with Solomon Starbuck in the lobby. We're just going straight to the courtroom.
Who cares?
Day 2. Court is now in session. All rise.
Bruh,
But there's
where's the judge? The judge has been kidnapped. Never mind.
I suppose we should reconvene the trial of Solomon Starbuck or something?
What?
Objection! Your Honor, could you please come out from under your bench? There are no more bombs, I promise.
Oh yeah, it bombed last time, that's why.
And in the first case. Oh yes, my apologies. I'm still a little jumpy when it comes to trials involving bombs. I mean, first the courtroom exploded.
Yup. So this now matches up with real time? In game? Okay.
And then Mr. Tonade self-destructed, so this is after the first case.
After first case, after Apollo Justice leaves.
Yes.
Okay. Abandons case, now we're back to
Yeah, so this
normal.
is the most future thing we've seen
Hence
thus
Phoenix
far.
Wright, because I was like, I don't remember Phoenix Wright being not prosecutor.
The defense attorney.
I don't remember Phoenix Wright being
Yeah,
prosecutor.
Phoenix took over for Apollo, because Apollo was like, I need the leave of absence. I'm discovering the truth on my own.
Yup, he's pulling a Shadow the Hedgehog.
This is who I am. I guess that's one way of describing what happened to Apollo and to Tonate. Anyway, it seems that Mr. Justice was seriously wounded by Mr. Tonate's actions. So you, Mr. Wright, will be taking up the defense? Do you have an understanding of what has happened in the trial so far?
Why can't
Nope!
Why can't it be Athena? Athena's been there thick and thin.
But she's not good enough.
She's great.
Yes, Your Honor. The defense is ready. Very well. Is the prosecution also ready?
No. I need my Taco Bell.
I take it you'd like me to give the opening statement this time?
Looks like the judge has become a pretty good mind reader.
Well, he's certainly seen more than his fair share of colorful prosecutors. You could say he's something of a veteran of sorts.
Still.
Let's see. In the previous part of this trial, we learned that the victim, Clay Terran, escaped from Launchpad 1 carrying the defendant, Solomon Starbuck. There were explosions on the second floor of the Space Center and on the rocket itself. The two astronauts used Launchpad 1's corridor to reach the boarding lounge. And how could the victim climb down the ladder if he was carrying the defendant? That was the mystery that needed to be solved. But Mr. Justice proved that the victim was killed in the boarding lounge. Prosecutor Blackwell, were you able to discover any new facts related to this point? Upon further investigation, we discovered an oxygen tank fragment in the lounge.
Yep, we do remember that.
Surprisingly, it would appear that Justice Dono's argument was correct.
So that means the testimonies of the first two people on the scene are suspect.
There were two people who claimed to be the first on the scene. But can we truly trust their statements?
Let's see. The two people were Detective Candace Arm and Yuri Cosmos, right? You think that one of them might have given a false statement to the police?
Yes, it's certainly possible. We might have to do a little more digging.
Crap.
And just as our team was about to cross-examine Detective Arm, the courtroom bombing incident occurred, and the trial was put on hold. That accursed fellow! He killed my witness! He killed Detective Arm!
He definitely put the kibosh... Kibosh?
Yeah, the kibosh.
Kibosh! On anyone asking her about what she saw.
Exactly. In other words, the question of who killed the victim in the boarding lounge has once again become the main focus of this trial. It's obvious Prosecutor Blackwell still thinks it was Mr. Starbuck. Fulbright said that Blackwell has a feint against the astronaut.
Why have we not been making enough jokes about the astronaut being obsessed with coffee if he's sleep deprived?
He's not obsessed with coffee.
No, but he should be, because he's so sleep deprived. And he has the last name Starbuck.
True.
We should just be like,
Oh,
hey, dude,
Starbucks.
you're so down. You, sigh.
Try to
Drink your Starbucks. Get your holiday
Not
cup
sponsored.
or whatever.
Nevertheless.
I don't even like coffee.
The defense argues that there was a third person in the lounge, and that's who killed the victim.
Perhaps it was Robo.
Which one?
Chibi Robo.
He would never do such a thing. To make such a reckless claim in a courtroom takes a bold man. Or a stupid one. There was no third person in the boarding lounge. Or have you gone dotty already? Old man.
What about your sister?
I was thinking about your sister, Blackwell. Alright.
Sends the hawk.
We'll see who's the dotard after I trounce you with my years of experience, little boy.
Little boy.
In any case, Mr. Starbuck claims he saw someone leaving the lounge. Furthermore, a Space Center employee also saw a suspicious figure at the scene.
Yes, the space cadet.
They saw a third person? Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh!
Who was it?
Also, is Trucy in the audience if Mr. Wright is there, or is she like, I'm manning the fort and making cookies and being obnoxious?
That. I see my sister has been running her mouth. That's right! I almost forgot that Aura's Prosecutor Blackwell's sister. No matter, she didn't see this mystery person's face clearly. Therefore, there is no evidence to indicate that this person was not the defendant. I guess the possibility that the figure was Mr. Starbuck is still there. In brief, we need to determine if a third person was there or not. To this end, we should hear the testimony of one of the first people at the scene.
Director Cosmos, huh? Let's do it!
Very well. Bailiff, please bring the witness to the stand.
Okay. He's on his scooter still?
Why, I believe I've seen you before in the newspapers. Of course you have! Of course you have! For I am Yuri Cosmos, director of the Cosmos Space Center, which was, of course, named after me, Yuri Cosmos!
He's got a Mario star on him.
He does. Don't you have anything you wish to ask me?
Looks like he's all geared up to do some bragging.
7 years ago, I successfully launched the Hat 1 and... my theme song.
You had to cut it short.
Everyone already knows how brilliant you are.
Blackwell just like reaches over and turns off the boombox. Like, moving on.
Dana
But that was my boombox that I brought in.
Actually, Too Tall brought it in.
Yeah, Too Tall is in the
And his gain.
or in the courthouse. For like a field, They're like there for a field trip. Studying regular non-bear law.
The Bearsty Bears and too much fake evidence.
I would read that book.
Even I am trying to hold back my tears at seeing such a great man standing before me. So could you please proceed directly to your important testimony? I see this fine young lad has a proper appreciation of greatness. Boombox return! Then allow me to begin my epical testimony that will be recorded in the annals of history.
This does sound like, I think I might have said this, like, if you're playing Mario Party 5, the Future Dream music.
A little bit.
A little tiny bit. That speech of Prosecutor Blackwell's just now. It sounded more to me like he was poking fun at Director Cosmos.
It's probably for the best that it sailed right over the director's head.
Yeah.
Now then, Director Cosmos, the condensed version of your illustrious testimony, please.
I went to Starbucks.
Witness testimony.
I went to Mr. Starbuck. We got coffee. Then we had a pastry. Then I went to the command center to...
Blasted my theme song to everybody there.
The chocolate croissant was extremely important to talk about.
What I saw at the scene. Detective Arm and I rushed towards the boarding lounge together. We went via the control room and peeked in from there to see what was going on inside. We saw a figure standing in the middle of the lounge and Terran lying on the floor. I hate to say it, but I can only imagine the standing figure must have been Starbuck.
Why?
I see. So in your testimony you claim, you arrived on the scene after the two had escaped from the launch pad to the lounge, and just after the victim had been killed. Oh, the horror! The humanity! But what I said is what I saw, and what I saw is what I said. Courageous action is to take it in the face of serious... Let me try that again. Theme song this time. Courageous action to take in the face of such terrifying explosions, wouldn't you say? That's not his theme song.
I thought that was... No, I'm
Da,
doing...
da, 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 da,
I think I was starting to do
da, da,
tactics
da.
music.
Oh yeah. To save my men, I went personally into the epicenter of danger. Risking my own life for theirs.
Or like Fire Emblem 7 music. Bum, 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 bum.
Green units are moving.
Yep. Well, what do you know? It sounds like the director really cares about his men.
Yeah. Although it sounds more like he was scared and just had to peek in from far away. Is the defense ready to cross-examine the witness? Yes, Your Honor. Director Cosmos' testimony is pretty vague. I'm going to have to press him and draw out more information before I do anything else. Cross-examination. What I saw at the scene. That's a lot of stars you have on you, dude. Like, you're making a statement there.
He wants to be invincible.
True.
Like Mario.
Where were you coming from? The 6th floor. We were making sure any stragglers made their way to the 4th floor. It was then that we heard about Starbuck and Terran and hurried to the 3rd floor lounge. Oh my. Galactic Scooter here, of course. Or on my. Why do you keep calling it galactic? Does it have something to do with space? Of course! It's specifically designed to be used on galactic battleships. I see. Then I take it works in 0G too? Sadly, no. With the current state of technology as it is. I'm afraid it would just float about and be galactically useless. Well, that's a galactic bummer. I see. So you rushed to the boarding lounge on your space-age pogo stick. And when you got to the scene, what did you see? This was back when segways were still
This guy's
really cool.
probably like pretty fat underneath his outfit. If he
Or
uses
ripped, one or
he
the other.
uses a scooter to get everywhere. I don't walk. I use my scooter. Skips leg day.
But his scooter, you have to like run on it in order to make it go. So he's actually like totally cut.
Oh, I was gonna say like that's the real definition of skipping leg day.
We went via the control room.
All right.
Let's see. According to this diagram, you didn't have to go through the control room to get to the boarding lounge 1. It looks like you could have gone there from the southern corridor as well. Yes, but in her haste, Detective Arm rushed ahead of me toward the control room. All I could do was merely follow behind her. I see. So we peeked into the boarding lounge from the control room door and... we saw a figure standing in the middle of the lounge. Look at my pose.
Yeah.
That's like a Smash Bros. Victory pose. So you couldn't see who the figure was clearly or what they were doing? Sadly, the only thing I could tell was that it was a person, standing motionless. The defendant, no doubt, staring aghast at his deed. What other explanation is there? Ah! I'm so close, but without evidence I can't prove that person's the third party. I don't relish in this, and... I hate to say it, but I can only imagine the standing figure must have been Starbuck.
Why?
Aura Blackwell also saw a suspicious figure in the lounge, but she gave the statement that it was too dark to see the person's face clearly. Did you see this figure's face clearly? No, not clearly. The lighter they were holding illuminated the area around their feet at the time. But other than that, I could see little else. That's why I could see Terran, but I couldn't see who the other person was. So for all you know, it might not have been Mr. Starbuck, isn't that correct? I would like to believe that. Starbuck isn't the type of man who's capable of murder.
So...
When the witness entered the boarding lounge, there was no third person inside. Isn't that correct, Great Space Center Director? Yes, that's right. Only Starbuck and Terran were there by that time. After we peeked in, the lounge suddenly went dark and the figure vanished. You mean they disappeared? That's odd.
Objection!
The reason the figure appeared to have vanished is because it was the defendant. When the witnesses weren't looking, he fell to the floor and feigned unconsciousness.
Hold it!
Hold on. Director Cosmos, did you ever take your eyes off the scene? Just for a brief instant, about as long as it takes for a shooting star to go by. If you took your eyes off the scene, then this third person could have escaped during that time. But what escape route could this person have used? The direct opposite of the control room. The southern door to the elevators. There's no security lock on that door, so it would have been possible to escape that way.
Objection!
All things are possible, right, Dodo? The real question is, do you have any proof? Well... If we're just talking possibilities, we could each profess whatever we'd like. An inmate who used to be a university professor and a lunar researcher used to say that there is a kingdom of little green men who live under the surface of the moon. As long as they don't punish us in the name of said moon for what they've done to it, or what we've done to it. But I say, where's your proof that this quaint kingdom exists?
He's calling your theory a work of fiction, boss.
And he's right, I don't have any proof yet. Still. The southern door was a possible escape route. I better make a mental note of that. Director Cosmos, may I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Yes. Why did you look away from the boarding lounge? Ha ha ha! There's actually another tale of bravery behind the answer to that. It was when Detective Arms saw the figure and raised her gun. Being a great humanitarian and protector of mankind, I tried to stop her. What? You're saying Detective Arm raised her gun as soon as she saw the figure? I imagine her instincts as a detective told her they were the killer. I don't know about that.
That's pretty...
What?
I want to look at the profiles real quick. Because this could be important. So, Detective Arm.
27.
There's a photo somewhere of, like, it's the space crew!
The space crew from before.
Yeah.
I don't think we have that as evidence, actually.
Oh, that would stink.
Maybe we do?
That sucks. Because I'm wondering if she knows the killer, or not the killer, the person in the photo,
Oh, there was one other person in the photo.
Yeah, I'm wondering if, like, Detective Arm and maybe, Aura knew each other. If it was Aura that was killing, maybe she was like,
Gotta kill her.
gotta kill this idiot, or whatever. Because I feel like raising your gun so quickly, sure, there was a bombing, sure, there's all these things, but I don't know if I would enter a room and see a person and immediately go, yeah.
Right.
I think that's a bit rash. So, we have the bullet. Well, and actually, she must have shot something, because it came from a caliber handgun.
Yeah, something got shot.
She shot the, the part of
The screen.
the screen. So she must have missed, I guess?
Maybe. And were you able to prevent Detective Arm from firing her gun? I'm afraid I was too late. I was unable to stop her. She identified herself clearly and then... she fired 2 warning shots at the shadowy figure.
Where's the other one? That's weird.
This information about Detective Arm's actions sounds critically important. Please add it to your testimony. Detective Arm fired 2 warning shots at the figure.
Hold it!
And neither of these 2 shots hit the culprit? That is correct. The detective appears to have missed on purpose. But did she really? There's something about this that bothers me. So Detective Arm fired 2 warning shots, did she? That's the first time that info has come out. Wonder if I can find any inconsistencies.
I was about to say, we only found 1 bullet. And there wasn't a bullet stuck in the screen, right?
Right.
So, 1 bullet's missing, or he's lying.
A single bullet hole was found
Yeah.
in the boarding lounge. And the bullet is missing, yeah. Are you sure you were really paying attention to what Detective Arm was doing? You doubt my words! Words that will someday be written down in history books! He was revving up his scooter.
To run into the podium.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Somehow, I don't think that those exact words will ever be written down in any history books. Mr. Wright, could you please explain yourself so that we can all understand? You say that Detective Arm fired 2 warning shots, and yet only 1 bullet hole was ever found at the scene. What? Only 1 bullet hole means the gun was only fired once. And yet, Director Cosmos is saying that Detective Arm fired 2 shots. No editor would allow such a glaring contradiction into a history book.
Objection.
Unfortunately for you, the witness's words are true. We confirm that 2 shots were fired from Detective Arm's gun.
Okay.
But there was only 1 bullet hole at the scene. Where did the other bullet hole vanish
That's
to?
what I was
Oh,
wondering.
she shot it in the exact same place twice.
It was
and
pretty
then,
good.
and then ate the bullets.
Ate one of them. The other
Oh.
one she threw in the gutter.
Oh, yeah. Ah! Good boy. You should know the answer to that already. I should?
I don't.
During the previous trial, a certain oxygen tank was presented as evidence. We've already discussed that it was ruptured in the lounge, have we not? Well, it appears that the thing that ruptured it was a bullet.
I thought it was the shock of jumping a story down from the ladder.
But he didn't, he just climbed down the ladder. A bullet that was...
with a unconscious body over his shoulder.
He may have not have gone unconscious until after they had gone down the ladder.
Maybe.
A bullet that was found near the tank, to be precise. This bullet was fired from a .438 caliber gun, the same caliber as the detective's gun. What?! Oxygen tank data updated in the court record.
Okay.
Struck by a bullet?
Wow. Phoenix Wright having no pupils. That's terrifying.
He's always had that since the beginning of the series. When he does that pose.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
The rifling marks also match up. There's no question that the bullet was fired from Detective
Do they
Arm's
mean
gun.
ballistic markings? They just have a new phrase for it?
Rifling marks means the same thing.
Okay.
Bullet
Just
from
checking.
Arm's gun added to the court record. I want a bird like that who holds papers for me. Rifling marks. They're like a gun's fingerprints on a bullet, correct? We need to talk about this every game. And examining the rifling marks on a bullet can tell us what the gun was fired from. Or what gun it was fired from. What the gun was fired... I shot a gun with my gun.
I shot a gun with my gun to shoot the gun, to shoot the photo.
One of the bullets the detective fired found its way into the holographic image display. The other bullet came to a stop near the victim's oxygen tank. The evidence confirms the director's statement that the detective fired 2 guns.
2 guns.
2 guns.
2 shots?
My beautiful contradiction! God! Oh God!
So that bullet hole was from a .38 caliber, huh? I better update the record.
Bullet hole updated in the court record. Very good. Now we know the fate of both the shots Detective Arm fired. Mr. Wright, does that clear up all of your questions?
No. Never.
Detective Arm fired 2 warning shots. One hit the holographic display and the other hit the oxygen tank.
Why?
Does that really clear up everything about what happened at the scene?
No, it doesn't. Why would the bullet from the holographic display end up all the way in the gutter? That's dumb.
There's one other problem, but we'll get to that as we go. No, Your Honor, it doesn't. Detective Arm fired 2 warning shots from a .38 caliber gun. But that doesn't explain the existence of a certain piece of evidence found at the scene. A piece that points to the existence of a third person.
Is it the thing we found in the ceiling?
Oh. Very well, but it won't do to keep us waiting, Mr. Wright.
Okay.
What piece of evidence suggests the possibility of a third person at the scene?
We have,
That's fired from a .38 caliber gun, but the bullet that we found was fired from a .10 caliber
Oh!
gun.
Oh!
It's really tiny.
I forgot it was from a tiny itty bitty gun!
Yep.
That's a gun for a 4-year-old. Not that a 4-year-old should have a gun.
No, a Nerf gun is a gun for a 4-year-old. And
Is
what?
that- yeah.
What is this metal pellet supposed to be? Just a little something of great importance we found at the crime scene, Your Honor. You found it where? In a floor gutter at the crime scene. It looks like the police and the prosecution both missed it. Furthermore, this is a .10 caliber bullet, making it much smaller than one of Detective Arm's .38 calibers. Then that means... Exactly. One more person must have been there in the lounge. A third person who had a gun that could fire .10 caliber bullets. Gah!
You know, it could be I hate to be like this. It could be a very girly gun. I have my little 10 caliber
Oh
gun.
look, Aura had a gun in her hand when we talked to her earlier. It was a ray gun, but
It was a ray gun, but
it has a smaller gun inside. It
it's a-
shoots 10
she
caliber guns.
opens up her ray gun to take out a tiny gun and be like, pow!
Pew!
Pew pew!
And if that's true, it explains why Detective Arm fired warning shots. This third person fired at Detective Arm and Director Cosmos with their gun. And in return, the detective fired her warning shots. At that point, I wouldn't be firing the warning shots.
No.
Isn't that how it really went down to Director Cosmos? Ha ha ha! It looks like you've deduced my miraculous tale of survival.
Why didn't you tell us
Yes,
this?
you're absolutely correct. The mystery person fired upon us.
Then why didn't you say that?
What's this now?
I'm only tall on my scooter.
What? You've never breathed a word of any of this to me before. Ha ha ha! Well, all great men have a secret or two, don't you know?
Uh-huh.
Foolish old geezer.
This is a good remix.
So Director Cosmos really has been hiding the presence of a third person all along. Yeah, this is the remix of the Trials and Tribulation injection music, which I always thought was the weakest by far, but this one's actually really good.
This one's good.
Director Cosmos, I want you to testify to the court about what you really saw. You may be a very great man, but in my courtroom you are just another witness. You won't receive special treatment here. Now please give accurate testimony.
I'm really worried that it's gonna be something like, I have to protect Prosecutor Blackwell's sister because I hired her and like...
She hot.
Is she hot? Yeah, I was about to say it could get gross.
Even though her personality be stank.
Yeah, her personality be stank, but you know, it could... I don't know
Yeah.
how dark this game would go or how sensual this game would go, but you know, I don't
This
want...
game don't go down the sensual route, I'll tell
Okay,
you that.
okay, cool. Then I don't need to worry about
I
that.
wouldn't like it nearly as much if it did.
Yeah.
What I really saw at the scene. Detective Arm and I rushed to the control room together. In the lounge, we saw a figure standing in the middle of the room and Terran on the floor. We were still in the control room to the east when the figure fired at us.
Pow pow. Oh, that's it. Okay.
Given that there was no third person in the lounge when the witness entered it, does this mean the person who fired the gun had to have been the defendant?
No.
No, not necessarily. It's still possible that it was someone else. Most likely, as soon as Detective Arm and Director Cosmos discovered this person, they escaped through the southern door, the one that didn't have a security lock. Double-edged swords are a tricky lot. Mishandle one, and it is you who is cut down. Huh? Your reasoning could apply if Spaceboy were the killer as well. Think about it. After being discovered, he could have fired the 10 caliber gun.
I always keep a gun in my astronaut pocket.
You mean pocket?
Well, astronaut suit.
Yeah, spacesuit pocket. Detective Arm would have responded by firing 2 warning shots. All he had to do was feign unconsciousness to invent the possibility of a third person. And where did this 10 caliber gun materialize to then?
Yeah.
But Mr. Starbuck didn't have a gun in his possession when he was found by the police. Nor has a gun been found at the crime scene. Its absence can only be explained if there was a third party who took it with them.
Agreed.
Recall the existence of a trash chute in the boarding lounge. The defendant could have simply thrown the gun down the chute.
Objection!
But you can't deny the possibility of a third person leaving with the weapon.
Objection!
It's up to you to prove that possibility.
Fair.
And I trust you haven't forgotten my little piece of decisive evidence. What evidence? Why, the detonator switch that was found in Mr. Starbuck's pocket, naturally.
Wasn't that planted, though?
The most compelling evidence of all is that tells us he is the culprit. Ah! I did forget all about that! Look, your baldness, how deliciously obvious it is that they lack the evidence to rival mine.
Wow, he sliced our third person theory to ribbons and served it to us. Just like that.
Yes, well, I have a question of my own, actually. That bullet that the mysterious figure shot, what did it hit exactly? It hit me.
I have a bullet in
But-
my shoulder.
Does that mean you're a ghost?
No.
I was wondering when you would realize it, your baldness. Director Cosmos is an authentic, bona fide ghost.
What?
He can even pass through walls.
No?
No!
What the? Prosecutor Blackwell, shame on you for teasing a nice old gentleman.
Your baldness, it was all in jest. Please show yourself again.
What the heck? I
You
had
thought
two-
they were going down a
I
Professor
thought they were
Layton
gonna
route
go down a stupid Professor Layton
or a
route.
Clannad route.
Is that why he's on the scooter? Did they shoot his leg?
No, he just needs a scooter.
I need my scooter all the time.
Yeah, you, buddy. Are you sure? In that case, how did you manage to survive being shot, Director Cosmos? Ha ha ha! I'm glad you asked. It was a miracle befitting a great history-making figure such as myself. The bullet hit my glorious Medal of Honor, whereby it ricocheted, thus saving my life. What?
I thought he was gonna say he was a ghost for a sec. It ricocheted? Normally that leaves it.
That's unbelievable!
That normally leaves an indent. I have to check this out. Oh wow! Look at that! There's one extra JAXA star.
See, there's a hole right there.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The odds are literally astronomical. I guess it really was a miracle.
It's beginning to really feel like the cosmos is watching out for Director Cosmos.
But why did you conceal this information, Director Cosmos? A great man such as myself has to hide things on occasion, no matter how much it hurts. It is the plight of the truly great. It may be hard for this generation to understand.
I don't know, but it sounds fishy to me. What else is he hiding?
Let's just cross-examine him and see what we can find out.
Right. Let's do it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Well, our cross-examination, please, will have to wait till next time on Dual Destinies. Thanks for watching, everybody. Next time, we'll cross-examine what he really saw. Definitely going to be very important. Until
Still haven't seen all the witnesses yet, so that'll probably kick things...
True.
Get things kicked up.
Anyhow, until we meet again, my friends, have a great day, and God bless.